telling you, it's a very revolutionary kind of shitty undertone I'm feeling, though. People,
it really is, yeah.
People are really upset with something.
I will not deny that. You're absolutely right.
It's bubbling over with the Negro president.
The Negro president.
Who, by the way, I heard you guys talking about two things. One, your hot dog line and Harry Carey did not get enough credit. You motherfuckers should have laughed harder. That made me fucking laugh. But second, there's some kind of undertone, dude, that's very, it's very like, fuck the government. I wish, again, it wasn't Obama that it was overflowing on, but he lost his authority. I'm going to tell you when he lost his authority. I'll give you one guess. When people said, fuck you.
And it's not the oil thing, obviously.
It's not the oil thing.
So
one little thing.
Little thing?
It should have been little, but it was big.
Was the beer?
Yep.
The beer.
What do I get?
No, you get a good job.
You get nothing unlike it.
Bush would have never let anybody fucking tell him to do. He had a beer with that fucking cop. He called that cop foolish. And if he should have said fuck him, he was foolish. Now what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? I still got 3 more years to go. He didn't HNIC that shit. He should have Joe Clark'd it.
Joe Clark.
I'm telling you. But after he did that, no one believed. He can't even handle his punk ass citizens, let alone this oil thing and these big government. He fucked himself royally.
That one lousy thing, huh?
When he had beer with these guys and had a fucking sit down with that fucked up cop.
You think the cop was fucked up?
He was let me tell you again. I keep saying it.
I'm just saying.
I keep saying it. One thing I hate, and not from you, not from the show. I don't like white people's lying attitude about subversive racism. I don't like how it has to be a Klan member for it to be racist, or a skinhead who's saying nigger, who has a tattoo, niggers ain't shit on his eyelids, for it to be racism. So when a cop does these things, right, that you feel a racist, you can't prove it. It's this quiet shit about racism that I don't fucking like. He was being racial. Okay, fuck racist. He might not have been like a frothing at the mouth fucking nigger hater, but he was being racial. It was a fucking black guy in his own house. There was some kind of, it was Cambridge. He would have not did that to the average white boy or the average white version of that black man. A fucking...
But he was called there. He didn't just pass by and think, I'm going to hassle a black guy in his house.
If I said that he was dumb, and I get the thing and be like, look, I would have fucking faked it as the president. I wouldn't have said, oops, my bag, time for tea. He fucked up his authority when he did that. He just, it's like the country got mad at him and he had coffee with the guy. He might have fucking sent his 10 motherfuckers down to knock on the door and go, officer, we're from the government and we think we made a mistake and we're here to say sorry and we're going to fuck around. And but not open. He fucked up with that. Now nobody listens to him. I heard that oil speech. It was just like, really?
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah. Right.
Just Bush did a lot of shit. One thing he did that was good, he did a lot of I don't give a fuck. So, and I heard you, all those authoritative presidents, the ones that we felt comfortable with, fucking Reagan and Clinton, they did a lot of I don't give a fuck. A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was just how
fuck you.
But it's just how they talk to the public, I liked.
The best presidents are usually the ones that are the I don't give a fuck. They don't listen to a lot of people. They have an idea what they want to do, and they fucking do it.
Bush didn't go down with Katrina. When he left, Bush still didn't go down for Katrina. He still didn't go down for the war, the longest war in the history of the planet Earth. Or this country. He didn't go down. He laughed at shoes. This nigga just said fuck it to every. Obama should just go, look, we trying, and look, president's going on vacation. He's doing too much. And then he's making this, and then we have 30,000. It's like, man, dude, it's something he lost, and I feel bad. I feel bad for him. There's an authority that I think white people are nervous about black authority any goddamn way. So you see the names you named. It was like when you was naming who would have been good authority. Not a nigga in sight. Not Sidney Poitier didn't come up. Fucking Mr. Timms had a little bit of somebody.
You know, a little personality, right?
Mr.
Fucking
Mr.
Paul
Tibbs.
Roberson. Oh man, River. A deep voice nigga. Somebody. Martin Luther King or somebody. Malcolm X. To be an authoritative president. But white people, and this is the thing. You might say it because you're openly racial. Another white guy might go, no, that's not true. I would love Martin Luther King. It's like, just fucking be honest for a second. That some of that shit's racial.
Yeah, there's a lot of covert racism.
The Tea Parties, some of it's not racial. Eat my ass.
I don't think it's as racial
Some
or
of it's not racial.
I don't think it is as much as some people think it is. I
Not
think a lot of people
it might not be racist. But it's definitely, look, man, white people
think it's more,
are annoyed at the black president.
economic. I think being taxed for some of these programs.
Is some of this?
people,
Let me ask you a question. Be honest, as a white guy, is some of this shit, if as honest as you can be, if there was a white president right now,
right,
would this same things be this uprising feeling in the country? Would the same things be happening if it was this stern white authority figure like
doing the same
with
things
McClain?
Obama's doing?
If McClain was the fucking president,
McClain? John McClain?
John McClain, John McClain
or McCain?
McCain. Did I say McClain?
McClain was at the
I kind of like
Nakatomi
McClain.
Plaza.
That was a new Republican coming up in the ranks.
Nakatomi Plaza.
If Bruce Willis, I'm sorry about that. And you know these cocksuckers got me for that.
I know.
Really, McClain? I'm sorry.
Really?
If McCain was the president, would
I would say,
There's the president in some ductwork with a zipper.
I would say yes to that, Patrice. I would absolutely say yes. Maybe not as much because it is a white president, but definitely. There's something going on out there. We're fucking had it as a society.
Let me think honestly.
Something's
the way
bubbling.
I feel,
Having a black president makes it bubble a little more, I'm thinking.
at least
I'm
at
serious.
least that.
I'm serious.
You'll never hear a motherfucker that ain't you guys say that shit in the street.
There is a problem with a lot of people looking at Obama being a black president, not just because he's black. It's because of what he does because he's black. He appoints certain people based on his own race and his own race's ideology and wants. And I think it's a little,
there's not that many black people doing a fucking thing in the government. He's hiring a lot of lesbians and fucking Puerto Rican
attorney general and fucking, you know.
Who's the attorney general? What's his national? Is he black?
He's a black guy.
But some okay.
And that's
how come no one if the president Bush, by the way, had a lot of black people, but Clinton didn't. How come if it was? This is what makes I would love to be fair all the time racially. Where it's just like boom, boom, boom. But it's like Clinton, and he didn't hire that many black people, man. But you never look at if there's a white attorney general like Janet Reno. We just called her funny looking, but it was not that it was a problem. Black people in power should be able to hire other black people, and because there are some qualified fucking niggas walking the streets.
I think you're absolutely right. But when you get somebody, like the Attorney General talking about the fact that white people cannot honestly talk about race and that. What
is the fucking problem with that?
There's no problem with that.
Because they can't.
But if it's the other way around and you say black people can't talk about race, then there's a problem. It just
but
puts
you would
people in
never
this
say that
double
because
standard.
black people can talk about race fairly, and we're down for it. But the issue is
we don't like being able to not
We're the only
respond.
ones who fucking say that there's every time you have a racial conversation, not you, but white people.
Yeah.
White people never go, you know, in all honesty, I hate niggas. But here's what, it's always.
Let me start out by saying.
It's never fucking. It's always a I'm not racist angle.
Yeah. You're always trying to.
Please.
You're always trying to. That's paramount. That's first and foremost. Before I do anything, I want to say, look, I'm not a racist, but, and then blah, 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 whatever you say is bullshit. Like, you could say you have prejudice and bigotry in you and racism. There are. I base my opinions of people on, as the great Dr. Martin Luther King said, the content of their character. I'm not basing shit on the color of people's skin. Do you think a fucking black-ass Indian... I've seen Indians blacker than any friggin' black guy I've ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever heard that
term, black-ass Indian.
I've seen Indians so
Are you talking about the dot Indians, right? But they always got white people hair, though.
Yeah, they do. What is that about? There you go, right there.
So it's not the color of their skin. It's the curliness of their hair. Look at him.
Patrice is so right. So not a hint of a curl in there.
No, them and their white people hair. That really bugged me. Were you black-faced mop-head motherfucker?
There's not a hint of a nap in that hair.
Like that guy who asked Indy to get the Shankara stones.
Yes, exactly. Indy.
All right, listen.
But it's one of those things. It's like, I don't look at that guy and go like, ugh, look how brown he is. Ew, I hate him because of the color of his skin. It's like, no, he's working at some goddamn telephone thing telling me wrong things about my Dell computer. And
damn, is that funny.
And then I look at convenience store cameras,
right,
and I see a black-skinned gentleman holding a shotgun at the Asian behind the counter.
It's his fault for not letting me steal the cigarettes. Why is he fighting me over the gum and the fucking lottery tickets I'm stealing? Why would he make me shoot him?
You must go to Bangkok Palace. You must go to Bangkok Palace. Get the stone. We knew when the crops could come back that you would return the stone.
Hey. This story.
Kalima! Kalima!
Dr. Jones!
Cover your heart, Indy!
Dr. Jones! Dr. Jones, he's stealing cigarettes, Dr. Jones!